The next person is somebody that many of you as students do not know. He has not been your advisor. He has not been your professor. You haven't seen his name on any of the literature. But I was at a meeting a couple of weeks ago and I heard a wonderful phrase that I thought, aha, I like that phrase. It's a Chinese proverb that says, when you drink the water, it's very important to remember the farmer who dug the well and to thank him. Dr. Frank Mayatas was digging the well for online education all the way back in 1996, when some of you hadn't given a thought to going to school online. He was at the Alfred P. Sloan Foundation as a program officer, and his dream back in 1996 was that students all over the country could go to school online anytime, anywhere. Frank has been a really good friend to the school and to the university, and so it gives me a lot of pleasure to ask him to come up and talk to you for a minute.
Thank you for the kind words, David. I am a farmer at heart. I haven't been on a farm recently, but I feel very much at home there. I first of all want to say I'm deeply, I try and come to this event as much as I can annually, and I think I've missed very few, and I'm deeply inspired, and I really admire all the graduates and their families for the work they've done, and their words are far more inspiring than anything at all that I can say. So congratulations to the families and to all the graduates. As I listened, I was reminded of that fateful morning back in '96 or so, when, or somewhere around that time, when I brought the proposal from NACTEL into a Sloan Foundation meeting for initial funding to get this project underway. Proposal from University B that said all this good stuff also. And then I had the NACTEL proposal, which I had helped working with Pace, David, Gail Foltz, and some of the company and union people. We had helped, they had all helped put this thing together. I brought it in, and everyone looks at me and says, now remind me, Frank, here's this thing that's 5 times more complex than any of the others. Why do we want to get involved with that? And I was reminded of Napoleon's remark many years ago. You know, some of you may be aware that I knew Napoleon personally. Napoleon said, may God give alliances to my enemies, because he knew, as my colleagues had surmised, that alliances are unstable and fall apart. And here I was proposing something that involved employee representatives, company executives, a management group, jail to assemble a consortium, and a university to offer the courses and programs, and we were betting that somehow the learners in the companies would think all this was a good idea and sign up for the classes. So it was one bet after another on that. Well, fortunately, Napoleon did not carry the day, and I managed to get this one through, and we got started. And guess what? A complex, not at all a simple idea, with a lot of moving parts, has worked. The moving parts were all top quality, and they worked together, which was not a given at all. And they've not only worked together, but they have worked together year after year after year. And as a result, we have you here, and we have the successes that we've heard about, and we see no end to it. This is going to grow, and it's going to continue, and online learning today is well established in the country. our latest survey shows that this year, roughly 7 million students will take at least one class entirely online. Put another way, that is over 1/3 of all students at American universities are taking at least one class fully online. And the growth in online enrollments, the rate of growth is faster than any other indicator in higher education. So you picked the right way to learn. You're part of a growing trend, and it's going to become more important. And I sincerely hope that all your hopes and plans for the future are met, because you put in real effort to make it happen. And nothing gives us, those of us who can look as far back as I can on all these events, nothing gives us more satisfaction than that. So congratulations, and thanks for all your great efforts. Thank you.
Thank you, Dr. Mattis. I'd like to invite Dr. Nancy Hale. She's going to have the closing remarks, and she always has many good things to say. Usually involves a lot of statistics, so get your calculators out.
We're just going to enjoy the moment. I know I'm standing between you and your visit to the Museum of Natural History, so I'll keep it brief. But I don't want to be up here alone. I want to talk about the graduates, and in order to do that, I'm going to ask all of the associate degree graduates who are with us today to come up on the podium with me. Come on, out of your seats, come on up. And then I'd like to invite the bachelor's degree graduates to come up and join them. So here we represent their 15 lists today. There are 85 graduates. So we're telecasting this by video to the other graduates who are at home. This is an online program. They're here at PACE, which is the place. All right, there are graduates, but there are others watching at a distance. So I just want you to know that there are 85 graduates. 61 of you are from the associate degree, 23 are from the bachelor's degree, and our hearty congratulations to you. And now I'd like to ask you to give a big shout out to your families. Thank you. And you've heard that the curriculum that you've really been a part of is a complex one, and it's evolved over the years and really has come from the companies and from their hearts, really, so that you have state-of-the-art skills as you're graduating today, and hopefully it'll transform your careers and certainly the industry in which you work. So let's just say thank you to everybody here. And now you get to stay. So who are you? All right, 50% of you are from CWA, 15% from IBEW, and 35% from management or other. You came from, let's see, 22 companies initially. So the background that I have actually talks about the companies that you were with when you signed up for the degree, and now we are 4. So it's just amazing how over time the companies have evolved and you have as well. So I think you've situated yourself in a very good place. You come from 26 different states, all across the United States. 35% of you are female, 65% are male. Your average quality point average is 3.55, which is really stunning. This is not unusual for adult learners. Many of you came to us with transcripts that you kind of snuck in and you'd say, Nancy or Tricia Just don't look at it too closely, all right? But that's all behind you. When you decided to come back to school and it was really something that engaged you at the level where you needed to be engaged, you are amazing learners. So 3.55 on average for 85 graduates is just amazing. It's phenomenal. Transfer credit. This class had 1,964 transfer credits. Again, a phenomenal number in that many of our traditional undergraduates come and start their education continues. You had many, many transcripts that you brought to the table, prior learning experience and other things that accumulated and formed the foundation on which you've now built a degree and hopefully your next step. So we want to really thank you for being with us, and we hope that PACE continues to be the place that you continue to your degree, and the best of luck to all of you. So thank you. As you've heard, the NACTEL program was named the #1 program in the United States for online learning. This is actually our second year. Last year we were named in the honor roll among the top 4 programs. This year we were named #1. And just this week, and many of you have not heard this yet, we were not only named the #1 online program, but the #1 online program for veterans. So we're very, very proud of that. We hope that our returning veterans take advantage of the online learning available to them and transition to a new life within the telecommunications or communications industries. So that's very exciting too. All of this wouldn't be possible without this complex collaborative relationship we all have over the years. And I think it's just as a result of that the honors that we've received from U.S. News and World Report, really, they had nothing to compare us to. We have an industry-driven curriculum. We have support services that are adult-centric. And we have students who, recognizing how this really does fit in their life, persist and complete their online degree. Persistence at the traditional university is a challenge. You hear it all the time in the news. Students start their college and don't complete it. But to persist not only in a course, but to persist to complete a degree online is really remarkable. So that all went into the, I think it's 120 questions that needed to be completed for U.S. News and World Report, and we were in competition with 196 other institutions of higher education offering online degree programs. So you've all made it possible. Thank you for all of your effort on our behalf. So thank you. Now the fun part. Tomorrow's graduation, Radio City Music Hall. It's a lark. You're just going to love it. You get to walk across the stage. You can do a little dance if you'd like. So you should be there. There is heightened security, so they're asking that you have some form of identification. If you'd like your official Pace University ID, today's the day to get it. Nancy Truer just has all of your U numbers. If you'd like to have your ID picture taken, you go across the courtyard and down the corridor. There is an ID office there, and they know that you might be coming. So you're welcome to go and have your ID pictures taken. It'll give you one more form of ID. You'll be able to go to the movies and get a discount. All kinds of wonderful things, but you can keep it as part of your repertoire. All right, it's wonderful seeing you today. Celebrate your accomplishment, and best of luck to all of you.
As all good students, you're waiting to be dismissed. Is that correct? All right, you are dismissed. Go forward and graduate. Enjoy the rest of your day. Museum, the bridge, all of New York calls you. We're very proud of you. And some of us will be sitting on the stage tomorrow watching you walk across, and we'll be clapping our hands off watching you go. So congratulations, everyone. Thank you.